Hi everyone and welcome to Science Lab. The signs are happening because Lord Jesus Christ is coming. Every day we are looking at some of the great signs that are happening around us.
In this episode, we are going to see some of the disastrous events that are taking place around the world.
April 2020 brought us some chilly earth changes surprises, from record snow in parts of US and Europe to huge hail in Asia and the Middle East.
Snow also fell in Dushanbe, Tajikistan for the first time in 26 years in spring. Global food production not only has been disrupted by the economic-killing pandemic, severe cold and frost also destroyed crops across Europe and the US.
Hail also got nasty around the globe this month, killing 5 people, ravaging crops and damaging 6,000 homes in Vietnam. While as this water got dumped around the world, the Czech Republic is facing the worst drought in 500 years. On April 1st, 2020, heavy falling of snow has been recorded in many countries of Albania. As a result of this blizzard, 5 centimeters of snow have accumulated in different districts of northern and 20 centimeters in mountainous areas. On April 1st, 2020, a bitterly cold northerly wind, freezing temperatures, and snow greeted Dubrovnik, Croatia as April opened with extreme weather. On April 1st, 2020, torrential rain caused flash floodings in coastal areas of province of Castellon in the Valencia region of Spain. Some areas recorded their highest daily rainfall totals in more than 30 years, nearly 8 inches in 24 hours. From April 2nd to 5th of 2020, heavy snowfall covers large parts of mainland Greece. Some parts saw more than 30 centimeters of snow in just a few hours. On April 2nd, 2020, a potent low triggered a series of snowfall warnings, special weather statements, and freezing rain warnings across the eastern prairies and northwestern Ontario, Canada, along with roughly 3,000 power outages in Manitoba, Canada. On April 3rd, 2020, record snow and ice falls in upper Midwest US. 7 states from Minnesota to Kansas were under ice and snow alerts. Wyoming saw the largest amount of snowfall with 21 inches. On April 5, 2020, hailstorms and flash floods hit Dawamti town in Riyadh province, Saudi Arabia. On April 5, 2020, severe weather hit every part of Iceland. Spring blizzard dumps almost 5 feet of snow in one day. Numerous residents had to dig themselves out of their homes, and cars were simply buried in snow. On 4th of April 2020, extratropical cyclone hit the coast of Brazil, brings flood to states of Santa Catarina and Rio Grande. On April 6, 2020, radiation levels near the Chernobyl nuclear reactor in Ukraine spiked too well above the normal as two fires tore through the irradiated forest across the infamous facility. On April 6, 2020, a massive sandstorm hits Baicheng, China. Civil Protection in Greece has declared a state of emergency in 3 municipalities in Thessaly region after severe weather from 4th to 6th of April 2020. Strong winds disrupted sea transport and downed trees. Some areas recorded 7 inches of rain in 24 hours. On April 7, 2020, a powerful blizzard hit the Kurgan region of Russia, prompting authorities to declare temporary restrictions on people's movement. On April 6, 2020, snow fell in several areas of Kazakhstan. A powerful sandstorm hit Kostanay region. Residents were recommended to stay home. People post videos of snow and snowdrifts on social media. On April 6, 2020, a powerful 335 km/h wind cyclone Harold has torn through the Pacific, killing 5 people who were swept from a ferry in the Solomon Sea. Homes have been destroyed and livelihood ruined in Vanuatu. On 3rd of April 2020, Iguazu Falls, located between Argentina and Brazil, has experienced a dramatic drop in water volume thanks to a lack of rain that is also affecting local water supplies. On April 9, 2020, a line of severe storms with possible tornadoes caused damage overnight in parts of the Midwest and the South US. Tens of thousands of homes and businesses remained without electricity. On April 9, 2020, snow has fallen in Dushanbe, Tajikistan in April first time in 26 years. We have seen many disastrous things happening around us, but there is more. Don't go anywhere, we'll meet you after a short break. Welcome back to Science Lab. The signs are happening because Lord Jesus Christ is coming. On April 9, 2020, a spring storm featuring rain, snow, thunder, lightning and gusty wind knocked out power to more than 264,000 customers across the main US at its peak and created hazardous driving conditions that closed state governments. On April 9, 2020, a spring storm featuring rain, snow, thunder, lightning, and gusty winds knocked out power to more than 264,000 customers across Maine, US at its peak and created hazardous driving conditions that closed state government. On April 9, 2020, massive hailstorm hit China's Shanghai province. On April 11, 2020, Indonesian volcano Krakatoa erupts, spewing as 14 kilometers into the air. This eruption was said to be the biggest since December 2018. On April 11, 2020, record-breaking April snowfall blankets parts of Finland with 4 feet of snow. April 10, 2020, winter returns to northern New England as potent storm unleashes heavy snow. On April 12, 2020, tornadoes in Mississippi and Louisiana in southern U.S. have caused catastrophic damage and at least 6 deaths after touching down. On April 12, 2020, Easter storm made its way across South Dakota, U.S., dropping more than 15 inches of snow in some parts of the state. On April 12, 2020, flash floods hit Sabra, Iran. On April 12, 2020, a river broke its banks in Quito, capital city of Ecuador, causing floods in the southern parts of the city. On April 12, 2020, lower cities in U.S. set Easter snowfall record with Winstead receiving 11 inches. On April 12, 2020, 24 inches of snow in 24 hours falls in the region of Michigan's Upper Peninsula in U.S. From April 9, 2020, heavy rains triggered landslides and floodings in Java, Indonesia. Around 7,500 houses have been flooded, directly affecting over 25,000 people across several districts of the Regency. On April 30, 2020, flash floods were reported in Sanas, Yemen, after heavy rain. Kiev and the region in Russia were covered by a dusty veil. This was caused by strong wind which lifted the dust into the air. On April 16, 2020, record winter storm hits Boulder, Colorado in U.S. On April 17, 2020, spring storms bring heavy snowfall to Colorado with 30 inches dumped on Jamestown, USA.
Before his death, burial, and resurrection, the Lord Jesus Christ was sitting on the Mount of Olives. And his disciples came to him privately and asked, "Tell us, when will these things be? And what will be the sign of your coming and of the end of the age?" Further, the Lord Jesus Christ listed out things that will take place before his coming.
And Jesus answered and said to them, "And you will hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that you are not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. For nation will rise against nation, and the kingdom against kingdom. And there will be famines, pestilences, and earthquakes in various places. All these are the beginning of the sorrows."
What is mentioned in the Bible that are going to take place in the end times are taking place in our lifetime. All this shows that we are living in the last days. Lord Jesus Christ is coming again very soon. Thank you for watching this episode. Don't forget to tune into Science Lab next time.
And continue watching Science Lab in English as well as in Tamil. Send us your photos, videos, news, and YouTube links which are worth sharing. And also send us your feedback to our email address sciencelab@angeltv.org. Suppose if you have missed any of the episodes, don't worry. You can watch it again and again in our Science Lab YouTube page. But don't forget to like, share, and comment on the video. Remember, signs are happening because Lord Jesus Christ is coming. Maranatha.